Hello, I'm here at Call Centre World with Markus from NFON. Markus, thank you so much for joining me on the very snazzy NFON stand. How are you finding the show so far?
It's brilliant, it's fantastic, it's a great fair, lots of companies here, good topics, good technology providers here, very buzzing. I think it's it's a great show.
And I suppose NFON, as initially a German company, this is a big event for you in the heart of Germany in Berlin.
Of course, it's a very big event. Many international companies, providers are here in this market. Yeah, they all show and present all their good products and solutions that they have. And communication, as we all know, is not a domestic business anymore; it's international business. So lots of other providers are here, and for us, it's a great show.
Yeah, we're completely global with contact center. And I wanted to talk to you. So we were chatting just before we started recording about how around, and I think the research was done in the UK, around a third of contact centers don't have any omni-channel presence, and I was slightly surprised that the amount was so much. In terms of, I don't know about you, with customer service, I want to be able to communicate with the business in any way I choose, whether that's text or online chat or call. So it's really important that businesses are able to offer that omni-channel development.
Absolutely. Only 30 up to 60%, it depends by the market, yeah, have already the infrastructure to communicate in a multi-channel way to their customers.
And I suppose from an NFON perspective, the infrastructure is a difficult thing to have, isn't it? Unless you look at NFON and a cloud solution like that, because you're able to offer that without the infrastructure that a customer might have had to have traditionally.
Absolutely, this is key. Multi-channel communication is so important to engage closely with your customers, to really structure your organization, your company, so that you are open for all the different channels that come in. It could be email, it could be voice, it could be social media, chat, of course, yeah, and so important. So managing this balance between how open am I with a multi-channel communication infrastructure versus how do I structure my business is key, and this is more and more important going forward.
And what's the NFON proposition for the contact center space? Is it N Contact Center?
It's N Contact Center. This is what we show here at the fair. It's a great response from the customers. Yeah, N Contact Center is fully meshed into our platform, out of our data centers. So it's communication from one piece. It's contact center solution software together with cloud PBX telephony.
And that overlaps on the top of your Cloud YAR solution as well. Exactly. So you can just integrate that on top of the communication system.
Exactly. This is so important. I think modern communication services have to be capable to integrate all communication pieces into one single platform. And that's, I think, key, and this is relevant. So all companies who have fractures there have to overcome this point to have one integrated solution.
Yeah, we were talking about that before, weren't we? In terms of, traditionally, this would have been a very contact center focused event, and you might have a communication event, but everything's coming together now.
Yeah.
You need to be able to have a holistic solution for your entire communication platform.
Absolutely, this is key. Yeah, I mean, we live in a digitalized world. Yeah, and everyone wants to interact very quickly with the brand, with the manufacturer. So one person needs WhatsApp, or the other calls someone, or email. So this mix of multi-channel communications, yeah, and then have a quick response is so important. And this is what you see here today. And on top of that, I think many companies have here new technologies like artificial intelligence, speech recognition is so important to be more productive, more efficient from a provider's point of view. And this combined in one solution we have here as NFON that we show to our customers.
Yeah, being able to add those enhancements that you were talking about before, artificial intelligence, analytics services, into a solution is huge, isn't it? Because that, in a traditional on-premise contact center, businesses would have found it very difficult to really derive those insights and improve their service, whereas with a cloud service where you can pull on all that information, it's much easier, isn't it, to understand how you could be doing things better and adjust that accordingly.
Absolutely. Cloud services are deemed to really fulfill this need. If you have a mix of on-premise solutions together with cloud solutions, make it always very hard. So all the beauties and all the power can only come together if you operate this out of a cloud solution, and preferred, of course, from one provider, because then you have it's in one location, one data center, you have all integrated in one single platform, and I think then you can really operate very productive and very efficient.
And do you think, is that the main inquiry that you've had from customers coming up to the stand? Is that what the main driver that people have been looking at for, that they've been coming to the stand for in terms of integration, or is it other features that they're coming and asking about?
It's, of course, From a pure contact center perspective, it's the mix of channels they have. How can they integrate chat, for example, or social media? Not everyone has APIs, interfaces to integrate these multi-channels. The second point is then, how do they combine this with the basic telephony services? Because very often you need to pass someone on to another person in your organization. And we see this, that more and more companies have inbound call centers. And of course, then they have the challenge, how do I orchestrate this in a very efficient way? So yes, it's certainly a very important point to look at the most efficient in-road channels.
And I suppose you must have a decent amount of NFON customers that maybe use NFON for cloud communications but haven't yet thought about it for the contact center. So when they come and they see, oh, well, actually, currently we're using X provider for contact center, maybe it would be easier if we used N contact center on the top and integrated that in.
Exactly. So customers that have cloud solution from us already, so the cloud telephone system, they of course have as well inbound calls, and then at one point they come to us and say, hey, what can I do with it? So of course then they can start with N contact center. It's a scalable solution. They can start with a couple of agents and then grow up to 10, 50, 100 agents in the way, in the space, in the speed they like to do it, in a way where they can run the cost as well in a very efficient way. So for them, it's a way to switch slowly their business from a on-prem contact center solution over to a cloud contact center setup.
Well, Markus, thank you so much for joining me in this video and telling me a little bit about N Contact Center. Really appreciate it.
Thank you very much, Patrick. Thank you very much.